Hey, it's another Wednesday, and so today we're going to do some yoga together. I am Vivian Wolf, I am the Gen X Yogini, and today we are doing another in the series of Jedi yoga sequences. So this is number 4 in this series, so if you haven't caught any of the others, then be sure to go back and take a look at those. Before we get started, I just want to remind you that you might want to have some props nearby before you get started. Something like a block. You can substitute many things for a yoga block if you don't have a yoga block. You can substitute a thick book wrapped in a towel. You can substitute a metal lunchbox. I've also used travel coffee mugs and Tupperware as support systems while I do yoga. So whatever works for you. You may or may not need them. It's good to have them nearby. Also, a folded up towel or blanket might be of use to you. It doesn't have to be a Star Wars one. It can be anything that you like. It can be whatever you've got laying around. And we're going to start seated on our mat, and you might like to put this folded towel or blanket just underneath your sits bones, those little knobby bits that come out the bottom when you sit down. Finding a nice comfortable position, one foot in front of the other, or maybe it feels more comfortable to have your legs crossed. Or maybe it feels good to have one foot on top of the other in a half lotus. Just finding a nice, comfortable, easy position here, closing your eyes, letting your elbows relax down, palms down or palms up, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And in this particular sequence, we're going to activate our Kyber breath here, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose, allowing for a little constriction in the back of the throat here. Sometimes people call it Darth Vader breath. I prefer to call it Kyber breath just because I feel like it's a little more in tune with Jedi yoga. Now, if this was Sith yoga, that'd be a little different, but we'll do Sith yoga another time. So easy breath in, powerful breath out through the nose. Allowing things to settle down. Today we are traveling in our mind's eye to the planet of Jakku. Jakku is in the western reaches of the known galaxy. It is the site of the last battle between the Empire and the Rebellion. And subsequently, that means that within the sands of Jakku, this desert planet, there is this graveyard of starships. Star destroyers and blockade runners and smaller transport ships scattered throughout the deserts of Jakku. Feeling the heated sun above you, burning sunlight, and the scorching sand below you. Feeling the heat both rising up and wafting over you from above. Just surrounded in heat. Where I live right now, that's not that hard to imagine. It's still very warm here, so I can feel it. Gently letting the eyes open. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up overhead, take a nice big stretch. Exhale, bring your hands together over your heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it out with that Kyber breath. Good, we're going to make our way gently to Youngling pose. So gently transitioning, finding your way. We're going to start in this tabletop position with the wrist directly beneath the shoulders, the knees directly beneath the hips. And then we send the hips back towards the heels, reaching the arms forward, the head bows. I'm just gonna take off my glasses for right now. You guys, I can't see anyway, so. Youngling pose is also known as child's pose. Might feel good to shift your hips a little bit side to side. Breathing into the back side of the body, still keeping that kyber breath. Gently coming back forward into this tabletop pose, bringing the wrist directly behind underneath the shoulders again if you need to adjust. With an inhale, we're going to let the belly droop, the tailbone turn up, the head gaze, the eyes gaze forward, the heart comes forward. And with an exhale, we send the spine high, belly button the spine, the head drops. Nice and easy. We're going to go through that a few times. So inhale, gaze forward, heart forward. Exhale, send the spine high. Do that a few more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale the heart forward, gazing forward. We're going to curl the toes under, and as we exhale, we're going to send the hips up and back, nice and easy. Our first loft wolf of the day, spreading the fingers nice and wide, pressing through all 10 fingers. Not just the tips of the fingers, but the base of the fingers as well. Keeping the heels high and the knees bent as we start. And then as you walk out your loft wolf, bending one knee and then the other one, you can start to kind of open up the back of the legs, feeling how the body is adjusting and waking up into this pose. Keeping your kyber breath going. Might feel good to wag your loft wolf tail, so swaying the hips side to side if that feels good. And then with your next in-breath, sending the heels really high, sending the hips really, really high. The heart reaches for the knees. And as you exhale, everything stays the same. You just start to bring the heels down towards the mat. We're going to do that again. Inhale, lifting the heels up really high. Sending the hips really high. The heart goes through towards the heel, towards those things are called knees. And then exhale, bringing the heels down. Good, take a deep breath in. Kyber breath out. We're going to take a little walk up to the front of our mat. Hands can walk too. Feet are about 2 fists apart. That brings it into about hip width apart here. So we're nice and aligned with our hip joints. Letting the knees be soft so you can really hang the head over. Maybe shake out the head a little bit. If you need to, use blocks here to bring the ground a little further up toward you. You may not need a whole lot, but if you find that you're locking out your knees and you're a long way away from the ground in this forward fold, I'm going to invite you to bend your knees a lot. Try to put your belly on your thighs and let your head really go. Even if that means you have to hold on to the earth a little bit higher than normal. Not a big deal. We all have our ways of connecting with our body, connecting with the force. This is no different here. From here, we're going to inhale, we're going to send the hips up really high. We're going to reach the crown of the head away from the tail. So bringing our hands up to our shins or even to our thighs if we need to really reach the crown of the head as far away from the tail as we can. And with an exhale, we melt it back down. Now we're going to bend our knees generously and inhale, coming up into a chair pose. So it almost looks like a lightning bolt here. Knees are bent, hips are coming back, but we're not curling out. We're still staying in alignment here, shrink wrapping our core, keeping our kyber crystal nice and tight here. Taking a breath or two here. Building our heat, building our Jakku heat here. Inhale. Exhale, and bring our hands together and bring both hands over to the right, bringing our left elbow to the outside of our right knee. Inhale, we come back to chair. Exhale, we go to the other side. Hands together. Oh, this is the right elbow to the left knee. Inhale, we come all the way up, reaching for the stars. Exhale, gentle forward fold. Come halfway up, long spine. Inhale here. Exhale, fold it down. We're going to slide those right toes back. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, the hands come behind us. Starship arms. Inhale, the hands come all the way up. Oh, we're coming into our guardian pose here. Take a nice, easy breath in. Let it go. Inhale, reaching high, letting the hips sink down as you reach high. Exhale, melting the hands down on the mat or onto your blocks if you need blocks. Inhale, the heart forward. Exhale, stepping back to our loft wolf. Inhale to plank or vibra blade here. Exhale, coming all the way down onto the mat. Maybe you do chaturanga or lightsaber if you're strong enough. Inhale, either a little baby Minoc or full Minoc. And then exhale all the way back down. Curling the toes under. Inhale, pressing yourself up into vibra blade. And then exhale, back to loft wolf. Take a deep breath in. Kyber breath out. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, carefully step it forward. Using your hands to help if you need to. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale, the hands come behind us. Starship arms. Inhale, up we go. And exhale here. Into our guardian pose here. Nice and strong. That back heel is high. The hips are facing forward. We inhale, reaching high. Exhale, melt the hands back down. Inhale, the heart forward. Exhale, stepping back to our loft wolf. Inhale to vibra blade, plank pose. Exhale, down we go, or lightsaber. Inhale, either baby Minoc or full Minoc. Exhale it back down. Curling the toes under. Inhale, press on up, vibra blade. Exhale, back to loft wolf. Good, take a deep breath in. Kyber breath out. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, carefully step it forward. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale, we rock it all forward and we fold. Inhale, come halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold it down. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale up to chair. Exhale, chair twist to the right. Inhale up. Chair twist to the left. Inhale all the way up, reaching, reaching, reaching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold it back down. We're going to slide those right toes back again. Inhale, the heart forward. Exhale, the hands come behind us, starship arms. Inhale, up we come into our guardian pose. Inhale, we reach up so high, it straightens our front leg. Exhale, we come all the way back down into our starship arms. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, starship. Inhale up. Exhale. We're going to do one more. Inhale up. Exhale to our starship arms. I'm going to inhale, come all the way up. Bring that back heel down, your right heel. Bend that left knee. Open up the hips to the side, coming into our warrior two. I'm going to switch sides so you can see what I'm doing here. Warrior two. Also known as Jedi two. Again, I use Terran terms and Republic terms interchangeably. So that's good. We're going to turn the left palm up. And with an inhale, we're going to straighten up and back. Coming into a reverse consular pose. Exhale, we bend that knee again. Bring our elbow onto it. Arm comes overhead. Little diagonal pose. So we're going to switch between these. Keep this front knee bent. I made a mistake there just now. Inhale, coming on back. Reverse Jedi. Exhale. Side angle. We'll do this a few times. Inhale. Up and back. Exhale. Feeling that heat. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. Now we straighten that front leg. And exhale up and over that straight leg. Bring the hand onto the shin or the ankle or the mat. The right arm reaches up nice and high. Everything is nice and long. Legs are long. Torso is long, arms are long, looking down for support, looking up for challenge. Breathing deep. Big inhale, opens the heart. Exhale, melting that hand down, lifting up that heel. I'm going to switch back to the other side now. Doop, doop, doop. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale, stepping back to loft wolf. Inhale to vibroblade. Exhale, down we go. Inhale to baby my knock or full my knock. Exhale all the way back down. Curling the toes under. Inhale, press up. Vibroblade. Exhale. All the way to our loft wolf. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. The right leg high. Three-legged loft wolf. Exhale. Carefully step it forward. Keeping that back heel high. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, the hands come behind us, starship arms. Inhale, the hands come up. Consular pose, guardian pose, excuse me. Exhale, we're going to come all the way back down. Inhale, we come up, straightening that front leg. Lift, 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 inhale. Exhale, coming all the way down into our starship arms. Couple more times, inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. It's a little challenge to the balance. That's okay. One last time. Inhale. Exhale into starship arms. As we inhale, the left hand keeps going. We bring that left heel down, opening up the hips to the side, bending our right knee, opening it out, letting it stay instead of letting it fall forward. We open it out, coming into our Jedi 2. Right arm turns up. Inhale, up and back, reverse Jedi. Exhale, we come all the way over to side angle pose. We'll switch between these a couple of times. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, into side angle. Inhale. And exhale. Almost done. Inhale. And exhale. This last time we inhale, straighten that front leg. Reverse consular pose. Exhale, up and over into our consular pose. Bringing the right hand onto the right shin, or ankle, or mat, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Eyes can gaze down for stability, or up for challenge. Keeping that breath nice and full. Don't hold your breath. Opening up, lengthening through the body. Feeling that heat. The heat of Jakku. The victory of the rebellion. Big inhale, opens the heart. Exhale, we melt that hand back down, lifting the left heel. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale, stepping back to loft wolf. Inhale to vibroblade. And exhale all the way down, or in the lightsaber. Inhale, baby my knock or full my knock. Exhale all the way back down. Curling the toes under. Inhale, press it up. Vibroblade. Exhale back to loft wolf. Big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale the left leg high. Reaching for the sky, three-legged loft wolf. Exhale, carefully step it forward. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale, we rock it all forward and we fold. Yeah, okay. Inhale, we come halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold it down. Bend the knees, drop the hips. We inhale up chair. Exhale, chair twist to the right. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, chair twist to the left. Inhale it all the way up. Exhale, fold it over. Walk the feet a little bit wider. Find the side edges of your mat. Bend the knees generously. Clasping the outsides of your elbows if that feels nice. Let the head really hang heavy. Maybe you swaying side to side a little bit if that feels good.
This is definitely not a sequence to do right after a big meal. You want to let yourself digest. Or even a big cup of coffee. Let yourself digest a little bit before you do this sequence. Oh. Plant the hands on the floor, bring the heels inward, the toes outward. Bend the knees, send the hips down. Now if you have to keep your heels high, all of us have different bodies. So some people have more flexible Achilles tendons than others. If you have to keep your heels high, you can either leave your hands on the floor or you can take that towel or that blanket and put it right underneath for your heels to rest on. If it feels comfortable for you, you can bring your hands together over your heart, pressing your arms into your legs and your legs into your arms, coming into salacious crumb pose. It's also known as malasana or garland pose, but I like calling it salacious crumb. It just makes me want to laugh. Bringing the hands behind you, letting your hips come onto the mat. I'm going to switch sides here. Flip myself around. You don't have to if you don't want to. We're going to bring ourselves all the way down onto the mat. Bringing the left foot under the mat, the right foot comes onto the left thigh or knee, whatever feels better for you. The right knee opens wide. We use our kyber crystal to pull our legs up towards our chest and either interlacing the fingers around the left thigh, or you can pull the left thigh towards you as you gently press the right knee away, keeping both feet flexed, protecting those knees. Coming into recline convor bird. Convery. Feeling that deep kyber breath. Feeling that heat swirling around inside your body. Clearing everything out. Gently releasing the hands, letting the left foot come back down to the mat. The right leg stays where it is. But then you're going to let both feet, both legs in this configuration flop over to the left. So coming into a spinal twist here. Nice and easy. Arms can reach out if that feels nice. Eyes gaze up, or you can look over your right shoulder. Letting everything relax. Relax into this pose. Breathing very deeply into it. No matter where you are in this pose, whether your knee is still up or if it's down, doesn't matter. Gently coming back onto the back, planting the left foot on the mat, the right foot reaches up towards the sky. So we're gonna align our heel over our hip. There's this tendency to try to put the foot over our face, and that's very difficult in the back of the leg. So a lot of times that means that you can't lengthen your leg out. So instead, bring your heel over your hip and see if you can reach a little higher. Reaching the heel up, we're not locking the knee, we're reaching the heel up and flexing the toe back. And if you want to, you can interlace your fingers behind the thigh and press the thigh into the hands while you pull the hands into the thigh. Just a few breaths like this. And if it feels comfortable, you can stretch the left leg out, or you can leave it planted. Either way works. I'm going to get a little higher up on that here. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Kyber breath here. And then wherever you are with your next inhale, curling up to the spine to bring your forehead up towards your shin, pulling your shin down towards your forehead, the biggest inhale you had today. Exhale, gently release the foot, let it float all the way down. And then we're going to bring both legs back up into our chest, give them a little squeeze. And plant the right foot on the mat, the left foot comes to rest on the right thigh or knee, the left knee opens wide. We use our kyber crystal to pull our legs up towards our chest, and you can either interlace your fingers around your right thigh or gently pull your right thigh towards you as you press your left knee away. Feet are flexed, recline convery, or recline pigeon pose, depending on which planet you're from. Deep, deep breaths here. Gently releasing the hands, bringing the right foot back onto the mat, and then both legs flop over to the right side. Arms reach out nice and long. Eyes can gaze up, or you can look over your left shoulder, whatever feels more comfortable for you here. One more big breath here. And then gently unravel, coming back onto the mat. We stretch the left leg out, again, aligning the heel over the hip, reaching the heel up as we reach the toes back, interlacing the finger around the thighs the opposite way for an extra challenge here. So instead of like this, you go like this. You'll know it's right because it'll feel weird. Flexing the toes back, reaching the heel up, pushing the thigh into the arms and the arms into the thigh. Breathing into all of this. And with your next inhale, curling up through the spine, pulling the shin down towards the forehead, forehead up towards the shin. And then with an exhale, gently releasing the foot down, all the way down. Allow yourself a full body stretch, reaching hands as far away from feet as possible. And then just gently let your hands come down to the sides, palms up, toes are a little wide, or heels are a little wider than the mat, the toes flop outward. Close your eyes and allow yourself to sink into these warming sands of Jakku. Feeling the heat within mingle with the heat without. The body becomes still. The mind becomes quiet. And with each breath, we sink deeper and deeper into the force. As you gently begin to come back, allow some movement to come into your fingers and your toes, letting them wiggle and dance in their own way. Allowing that energy to grow into your wrists and your ankles. And whenever it feels good, allow yourself another full body stretch. Reach your hands as far away from feet as possible. Like you're waking up for the first time, and then gently walking the feet up. Then we're going to curl over onto our right side, pulling our knees into our chest. Giving yourself a little space here in this fetal position. And gently making your way back up to a seated position. I'll put my glasses back on now. And we'll go ahead and end this sequence today by inhaling, reaching the hands up nice and high. Again, taking up a lot of space. Exhale, bringing your hands together over your heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. This time, let it go with a sigh. Thank you for joining me today for this Jakku sequence, Jedi Yoga. And this is sequence number 4 out of 8. And so if you want to catch the previous 3, you can go around to YouTube and find those there. And I look forward to seeing you next week for number 5 of the Jedi Yoga sequence. So until then, may the Force be with you.